the new and slightly used prom dresses and gowns and take one home with you, free. It's their way of giving back to the community for the past 10 years. Bring your glam squad and stop by Salem High School on Sunday, February 22nd from noon until 2 p.m. and maybe you'll say yes to the prom dress.
This is a very special day. The breeze took the clouds all away. It swept the sky like a broom and got ready for a very special day. This is a very special time. Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
Very special day it is. We're on to the 16th day of February. It is a Monday. I have my co-host this morning, Greg White. Good morning.
Good morning. It's kind of foggy out there.
It was, about midnight last night. It was started. The fog monster appeared.
That's right. And we have a
with us.
fog advisory till 10 o'clock this morning.
So please be extremely careful.
Severe visibility issues.
Well, and that's where the experts tell us to use low beam on your lights. Make sure your lights are on and make sure they're in the low beam setting. So be safe out there. And, maybe a lot of people actually are sleeping in this morning. They have the day off. If they have a good job, and because today's President's Day.
Today is President's Day.
So what does that mean? That means that all of the offices, as far as the city, county, and government offices, will be closed. Are the banks, some of the banks maybe?
I think the banks and the post office are closed, yeah.
Okay, the post office, yeah.
Those
and then possibly the dump. We're going to find out about the dump.
The landfill.
Oh, sorry.
It's kind of like Jack Stallings in junk mail. You'd say that's third-class business mail.
Yeah.
Anyway, today's George Washington's birthday, so yes. He was our first president.
No, going back years ago, it was always exciting whenever it was George Washington's birthday. My dad would always bring home these little bitty cherry pies. Oh, they were just so good. And they were like...
You can't beat a cherry pie.
No, and they were like individual sizes. So they weren't very big, but they were packed with cherries. Yeah, so it was really good. So that's always a fun thing to anybody baking this morning, bake a cherry pie.
We might have to have a cherry pie today. I don't know. I think we're cherried out.
I think we've had some cherry pies.
we pre-gamed.
We were getting ready for
we
were getting ready for his birthday. In honor of Washington's birthday,
this was like a cherry pie.
Something about it. I don't know.
Sugar-free cherry pie.
Yeah. let's thank our sponsors over there.
Yeah. Mediview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Roses, Fox Burley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, and Mindy Gunn will be back on
The 20
coming up in a week
yeah,
or two.
Soon. I'm excited.
McAllister Land Consulting, Springer and Springer Insurance, Schneck Hospital up in Seymour, and also locations here in Salem and Scottsburg and around the area, and Temple and Temple Excavating.
Thank you to our great sponsors. And did we say the tasty sweet?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
tasty, not tasty cakes. It's not. Hang on, I'm trying to find it.
But now you said I'll read the sponsor list. Okay,
well,
all right.
Okay,
yeah.
well, it's not on there.
Okay.
That's not. We need an updated one.
All right. So while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and we're on to the 16th day of February. Maybe I can look it up quicker. Actually, let me just hang on. We're gonna have dead air for a second. Sorry about that. Maybe.
Totally baked sweets.
Totally baked sweets. Well, I was thinking tasty because they're also good.
I wasn't here when she was on the radio that day.
Totally.
Or I was just in and out, but.
Well, what's that got to do? Yeah. Anyway, Totally Baked Sweets. Yes, we've been there, so you know it. Totally Baked Sweets, right here in Salem, and yeah, we want to thank them. And they had a big Valentine's Day, and so I'm sure they're resting a little bit, but they'll probably be right at it, grinding right at it with some more cinnamon rolls and the cheesecakes, the pies, cakes, and all of the and specialty too, and also coming up for anybody who's got any wedding anniversary, birthdays. They
she's got stuff
cakes
in there for President's Day too.
Sure, she does.
Oh wow.
She's all over it.
Look at those big cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you hang on. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Go ahead and I'll take over and just do this. Okay.
Oh wow. She had some really cool cookies and pretzel sticks and stuff.
Yeah. Well, she had a good variety for everybody. She did boxes for men, women, and children.
Oh.
So just
I wonder what the men's box would have had in it.
It's got the beef jerky and all that in it.
Oh.
So. All right, we're into the 16th day. Well, first of all, before we tell the holidays going on, over the weekend, I'm out of sync here. Over the weekend, Saturday morning on Valentine's Day, Wslm celebrated our 73rd birthday, and we tried to figure out something to do for the community. We gave back, and we wanted to give back. And so we went over to Walmart with the city of Salem, had Mayor Justin Green. We teamed up together. He had the vans, and we crammed the van, and he didn't just bring a van. He brought one of those extendedly
like
long,
a club wagon.
Yes, that had the passengers, but the seats were not in it. And it was a long van, but we filled that up, and I'm very grateful for our community. And it was so cool because people would go in, and they would get. I just thought maybe like if everybody brought a can or two, but they would go in there and they would get cartfuls, and then they would just roll the cart right to us and say, "Here you go," and then or they'd help us load it. It was just so awesome to see, and of course the winner of all this is our community. Going back to the food bank, so there was some great items, and I liked how everybody attention to detail. There was items that the food bank said they were low on, like oil, green beans, corn. Tomato sauce, and it was just cool how everybody hit those hot points on. So it was a huge blessing to see everyone, and thank you so much for everyone that came out, and teaming up with the city of Salem, the mayor. Thank you for bringing that van that we could cram, and then of course Walmart for allowing us to be there. So that was a fun way to start off the morning from 9 to noon.
Yep, it was and he even got to sit on the corn because it was so full.
Right, it was so full. Yeah, when we sit on the can of corn. So anyway, very happy with that. Then we jumped on over to the Lady Musketeers, going on over to regional, and they actually got the victory on that. It was a tough game. I think it was a 3-point game, right?
Yeah, 52 to 49.
It was a little bit of a touch and go for the moment, but for those thrill seekers that love those kind of games, that was the game for you.
It was a bit of a nail biter, that's for sure.
But
and they did draw yesterday, and Eastern will play at Greencastle this Saturday at noon, and they'll be in the second game. There'll be 3 games Saturday. Heritage Christian and Park Heritage will play the first game at 10, and then Eastern and North Knox. Eastern's 18-7, and North Knox is 19-6. So there's 1 game difference on paper. Then at 8 o'clock, the 2 winners will play.
Yeah.
So they only had 1 game for the regional, and now there's 2 games they've got to play to go on to play in the state finals. And the state finals would be the next weekend, the 20. I guess it'd be the 28th.
Well,
And
I think they could do it.
I think
And the cool part of it, well, everything's so cool about it, and I'm so happy for the girls. But, you know, if you go back and you go back to the Taylor Drury, when she was in high school, she was on the dream team that actually won the state and got all that. And now she's coaching these girls. And I think, would that not just come full circle?
Oh, yeah.
As a coach, to take your girls on up there and win that, and the experience, she's done that before, been there, done that, and
Yep.
she knows that it's available for them, and it's a possible, and I hope that they get that. That would be a lot of fun.
it would. And then Borden won their sectional against Orleans, and they will advance to Charlestown Saturday for the Class 1A semi-state, and they will play Evansville Christian, which Borden has a little better record than they do. Then they'll play it to 10 o'clock game, and then Greenwood Christian will face Tindley, and then the 2 winners will play Saturday night, and to go on to the state finals. So,
Exciting.
so
for sure.
they won that last year, so we'll see
Well,
if they can go back.
hopefully history will repeat itself, so we shall see. But I know Eastern Ladies Musketeers, they've got their work. They're going to have a lot of hard work. They're going to have to hit it hard, so everybody on their game, but they can do it. I do believe it. So
And then yesterday was the
the
Daytona
500, yeah.
There was a
They
big 20.
said, what do they say? 50% of the track is,
is done.
is
Yeah,
done.
they had a 20-car
That's so sad.
pile up on lap 124. It failed blocked by Justin Allgaier and had contact from Denny Hamlin, which eliminated, like you said, most of the field. And then there was another one towards the end, and Tyler Reddick finally won, and he come out of the crash and won it. And that was the first time he's won that, so that's kind of cool.
That is really cool. And just like when I interviewed Dave Moody Mud Friday, you know, that when you get to say that, that's a huge deal. I've won the Daytona 500. I mean, that's something to really, you know, I mean.
And they get big rings too, just like everybody else. So that's kind of.
Yeah, I'm about that bling. I think I'd rather have the ring than the trophy. Okay, trophies are good. Don't get me wrong, but I think that ring, having that bling, I would be very happy about that.
And Miss America sang the national anthem.
That's cool.
Yesterday, so.
That's really cool. So, well, it was a win-win, and they got the race in, and so even though there was some wrecks, they did get it in, which is wonderful. And because sometimes weather can be.
No rain.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then next week they go to.
This is kind of like the unofficial kickoff. I said it kind of flips from because the Daytona is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's kind of like let's go back to football. It's kind of like having your Super Bowl first and then having the rest of the games.
Now they end this year down in Homestead, Florida, for the final. So I think if I'm not mistaken, they move that around. But they will race next week in Georgia, Hampton, Georgia, for the Auto Trader 400, and that's Sunday at 3 o'clock.
All right. And then IU played basketball.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
They got beat by 20 points by Illinois. Illinois is number 8 in the rankings, and IU is not in the top 10. So they 71-51. So they play again Friday night. We'll have part of the game on maybe, but we do have some boys games as they wrap up their season, and their sectional draw is this Sunday.
Yeah,
so
it'll
be time for sectional play for the boys. But IU and Purdue play. IU travels up to West Lafayette and plays at 8 o'clock. So we'll try to finish that out, and then I'm sure our announcers will kind of keep up on the score of that one. But
they do a great job on that.
Yeah. And
All right.
I'll have to open it up here towards the end of the show, but I'll get you the schedule of what games we have this week.
Okay, awesome. All right, we're into the 16th day of February. Today is Cream Bun Day. It's in Iceland. It's something that from Iceland, and like we think of like a cream. I've never like a cream pastry, but this is a bun. It looks delicious. It's called and it looks like it's got like the creamy white, and then some kind of jelly too. So it's cream. It's on a bun, not a donut or a pastry, but a bun. Do it Grouch a favor day. Okay. All right.
No comment.
Yeah.
I will be waiting for that.
Yeah, I know. What will I do for you today? Let's see here.
Ouch.
Ouch. This is also National Almond Day. Ooh, some Jordan almonds, right? That would be pretty good. Or just almonds.
Yeah, probably better just do regular
Regular almonds, yeah. National Invention Day. Okay. Ooh, President's Day. And it shows Mount Rushmore. I remember as a little girl, our family went on a trip to see Mount Rushmore. And then they have a funny photo now where you can see the backside, and it's got like the yeah. This is also
side of the president.
I'm sorry.
The back
Side of the presidents, yeah. Tim Tam Day, and I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Tim Tam.
Looks like a dessert or something. Tim Tam. I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, it's a cookie.
Is it a cookie? I don't think I've ever had a Tim Tam.
I have not. Nor have I been to the. It's what is it? Is it? Which Dakota is the monument in? South, north or south?
I have troubles. I can tell. No, I really do with my North and South Carolina, North and South Dakota. I don't know. I'm not for sure. I get them. I don't know. I
It is in.
I think it's. I'm gonna guess. Hang on. Let me just
Dakota.
guess. Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
Which one were you?
I was gonna say South. I
Yeah,
really was. But that no, I really was. You didn't give me a chance. I was gonna.
The Black Hills.
The Black Hills.
That.
Yeah. Oh, Calamity Jane.
Calamity Jane sang
Yeah.
about.
I love that. Love that. Now that's gonna make me want to watch that. Yeah, Calamity Jane. Love it.
That's the one I can watch that one.
Yeah.
Some is a little tough, like Gone with the Wind and
love all that.
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
Nails on a Blackboard. No, I'm just
Stop.
Just kidding.
Yeah. You've never even made it through.
I know. Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. Yeah, you can't even. Yeah.
I've seen the clips. And that's kind of an abridged with the New York Times version.
You're so bad.
Your mom used to read those, didn't she?
Yeah.
The New York Times, like the abridged versions.
Oh yeah, cut to the chase. All right.
That's right.
She also did what was the book that was the Reader's Digest. Yeah, always had some really good stories too. Okay, this is cool. Tonight's a big night. You said, why is it a big night? Because Jupiter will be the closest it's been to the Earth in 59 years. 59 years. So this is exciting, and it won't be this close again for another 107 years, which I don't think we'll be able to see that. So this is the night to go see Jupiter, and it'll be the closest it's been in 59 years. So
there's also going to be a blood moon coming up, I think.
Oh, I love those.
If we've not already passed it. Let's see.
And for those keeping score today is the 16th, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. On the 17th is when, for those that do the year, the year of the snake. Okay, hang on. The shedding of the snake, what do you call it? The skin will be taking place, and then tomorrow, or the 17th, is when the horse will come in. You know, we've been talking about the.
Now, similar to that,
the horse is going to ride in. I know. Yeah, the horse.
People will be shedding their skins in New Orleans.
I'm sure they will be shedding their skins because we're getting close to Mardi Gras, right? Well, yeah, I don't think it means quite like that. I think it means like anything that you've not got done. It says have everything cleaned up and in order. Yeah, we got 24 hours to get that done.
The weather's not quite appropriate for some of that.
Well, I don't think it means like that.
Okay.
And then on the 17th, the horse is supposed to ride in, and You can ride off, put the horse right in on the horse, and anyway, the horse you rode up on. Anyway, so I'm excited about that. But it's funny because whenever we had our first New Year, everybody was talking about this is the year of the horse. Well, it's not officially in yet, so this is when it officially comes in.
This is the Lunar New Year tomorrow.
Yeah. So there you go for anybody, even anybody keeping score on any of that. So it's really interesting to hear though. They talk about the snake going down its path. With I don't like snakes, so I'm going to be honest on that. But it was cool to hear like the snake going down its path. Shedding its lining, getting ready for today or getting ready for tomorrow. Sorry. And anyway, it was interesting. But
the blood moon, which will
yes.
be a total lunar eclipse, will be on March the 3rd. And then also this week is there's an eclipse. If you're lucky enough to be in these areas, it's called the Ring of Fire, where the moon will go in front of the sun, and you'll see the.
That's so cool.
And it's this week, I believe, and you have to be. I think the point of most visibility is in Arizona somewhere. But I believe that's coming up this week, maybe tomorrow.
Well, get on a plane and head on out, or get on the road and head on out and go. Yeah.
That's kind of been the thought. But
wouldn't that be beautiful to see? That'd be gorgeous. And tonight, Jupiter. I wonder. So, where will we look actually in the sky to see Jupiter? Jupiter should be looking where.
Let us see.
Jupiter and Mars. I was thinking of the song.
This would be the easiest way to do it. Open my handy app here. Not that one.
Well, and
we'll have it in here in just a second.
It's coming.
Coming to a theater near you.
Let's see here. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and talk about George Washington's birthday today. All right, and little fun fact, which I got to see his home. I got to go visit his home. And George Washington actually did not like celebrating his birthday, and Abe wasn't a fan of it either.
Really?
Yeah, President's Day is February, and it goes with George Washington's birthday, which is the 22nd, and also Abraham Lincoln's, which is the 12th. So they celebrate him on the 22nd. Though these days, U.S. presidents have been known to have nice big parties and military parades in honor of their own birthdays. But George and Abe didn't like celebrating themselves like that. The executive director of George Washington's Presidential Library at Mount Vernon, which I got to visit, which was the coolest, I suggest everybody do that, said Washington paid little attention to his birthday, and there's actually no record of him doing anything. But I'm sure Martha probably built him baked him a cake. I'm sure, outside of acknowledging it in his diary. Oh, that's cool. Now what's so cool is the way they would host. They would host a lot of people. They were very good at that, and their house was the coolest place to host a family. And right next to the water there, you could
Was it a big house?
Yeah, it was nice, and his bed was extra long. He was real tall, so like he had a long bed. But yeah, no, it was a beautiful home, and especially you think about back then. And she was really good at like hosting people, which I love that. I love that so much. So same for Lincoln though. He grew out of his very humble beginnings, so it's unlikely that there were any birthday parties as a child. As an adult, he never celebrated his birthday and instead focused on his work. Okay. That said, there's one account of Lincoln's wife Mary once making a special almond cake for him. Oh, I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which
is that the cake?
Yeah, almond cake that I love. Yeah. Which he is called the best cake, or which he called it the best cake I ever ate. Oh, how nice.
I think you said that too. One of them.
Yeah, I think I did too. I know I did. There are some other fun facts about presidents' birthdays. Number one, President's Day is always the third Monday in February, meaning that it will range from February the 15th to the 21st. It'll never actually be on George Washington's actual birthday on the 22nd or Abe's on the 12th. So that's interesting. Okay, it's just tradition that they celebrate it, but it's not actually on their birthday. George and Abe aren't the only U.S. presidents who were born in February. William Henry Harrison, who was president briefly in 1841, was born on February the 9th. And our own love, Ronald Reagan, was born on February the 6th.
Oh,
That's
deal.
cool. Every month has at least one. Every month has at least one president's birthday. October and November are the months that have the most, 6 each. September is the least, with just one. William Taft was born on September the 15th. There's a shared birthday with James K. Polk and Warren G. Harding. They were both born on November the 2nd. That's cool. The first presidents weren't technically born in America. The first president born after the signing of the Declaration of Independence was 1776, and that was Martin Van Buren. He was born in New York in 1782. Cool. There we go. Now, this would be fun tonight, or at lunch, whatever, for the fam. You could do some fun trivia.
That's right.
That's kind of cool.
Good history.
To find out about our presidents, which, if you go to the White House, it's really cool to see all of the different presidents and their, of course, you know, I love what their wives did to it and what their wives, like their favorite rooms and stuff, to hear the history. So I encourage anyone to get a chance to do that. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, back to Jupiter. It is in play right now, but you can't see it because it's too light. But around sunset, it should be straight up above due east. And as the sun sets and we get into nightfall, that direction will change just a hair. But so I'd start out looking at around the east, around 9:30. But anyway, and then back to the the lunar New Year begins the same day as the Ring of Fire solar eclipse.
Yes.
So that
I think
fire,
of Johnny Cash, the Ring of Fire.
Yeah, you will see that if you're lucky enough. In 2026, Chinese New Year, called Spring Festival in China, celebrated on February 17th. And it's always tied to the date of the new moon in China. 2026, the new moon on February 17th will also be an annular solar eclipse.
So. Oh. Going back to Jupiter, you said look to the east, okay?
Yes.
So from our area, anybody that has challenges on that, look over towards the Scottsburg area. Like if you're here in Salem, look over towards the east. That would be like the.
Or most people have on their phones. Well, I don't know if Androids do, but on iPhone there's a compass. Yeah. So just whip out your compass and just turn to the east. Yeah. But it should be fairly bright. It'll be just to the left of Orion tonight.
All right, just making it, trying to get everyone to make sure they don't miss this.
Just if you see a bright star in Orion, to the up and to the right of Jupiter, or if you're looking at Orion, Betelgeuse is the left, be the left arm or the right arm of the hunter, and that's pointing to the just a little ways away from Jupiter. So.
Now, where does it go from the star that you bought me?
Oh,
up there in that solar system.
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Where is it? Where is it like fall between the star that I own up there?
I don't know.
Okay. I just wondered if it was coming by my star. Okay.
Right near it.
I'm sure it's right there beside it. Yeah. Asking on that one.
Ow, wow.
No, I'm trying. That was a good question to ask, right?
Yeah.
So exciting. Also, going on President's Day. Mine's up there. I couldn't remember if you put a big B on it or a big R on it.
Bring me your certificate and we'll figure that out.
Yeah, I'll get all over that one. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Presidents. How Americans rank U.S. presidents and first ladies? Do you have a favorite president right now? Don't look at this. Don't read this.
Well, I'm not.
Who is one of your favorite presidents?
Well, Reagan. I don't really know much about the previous ones. I always kind of thought Nixon, but then when I learned more about Nixon, he kind of faded
Well,
out.
I think you got, well, they're human. I mean, you got, good or bad, whatever,
Yeah. I think George Bush was pretty good.
Yeah. I have to go back to the old ones too. I think the George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. I think
Yes.
I think the things that with them, the degree of difficulties, and okay, I'm going to go back to George Washington himself because everybody wanted him to be a king. If you go back, I'm not a history. I'm not the history buff that, so I have to travel very lightly on this. But they wanted him to be a king, and he didn't want to be a king. He wanted to be a president. So, which is huge for him to not to have taken that role on, because what a wonderful role that would have been for him. I mean, it's cool that he had enough discipline, if you will, enough to realize that just would not be good for our setup. You know what I mean? And I think that that's huge step, because I think that when you get into that kind of a power and that much authority, it would be hard to. And I think to have the discernment to say that just wouldn't work well for what our intentions are with America, right? So
Looking,
I think that's
I think, like going back, Franklin Roosevelt did a lot for the country. Teddy Roosevelt too, with all the national parks. Harry Truman.
Yeah.
There's been a lot. John Kennedy did a lot. So there's been
so there's
a lot of good presidents. A lot of people may not necessarily might have been great presidents, but they did good things. Good, if you sometimes they didn't get a lot done that they thought they were going to. I think that'd be extremely difficult. You go there and you think you're going to do something, and you're just surrounded in all the yucky stuff, and you can't get done what you.
Well, I think that happens a lot.
Whether you're on boards or whatever, you get caught up in the wheel of the old movie. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington is always a great example of.
Well, you have, no matter what position you're in, there's always laws that you have to follow, and there's always somebody above you that's going to give you direction. And I think that is very much so, that you can't always do everything that you think you can do, and I think that goes for all of that, and I'm sure all of these presidents have realized that from time to time. But all right, here's some highlights. In the poll, Americans generally evaluate earlier presidents, they make them kind of similar, like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, and John F. Kennedy. Things get more. Okay, they were just like general, like they didn't actually like say Republican or Democrat or anything like that. Those were just like good presidents, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a poll on President's Day asked Americans to rate 20 U.S. presidents and 11 first ladies on a scale of outstanding to poor. Americans generally evaluated old school presidents, like we just said, and John Adams, John Madison, Abraham Lincoln, Woodrow Wilson, Franklin Roosevelt, and John F. Kennedy, and of course George Washington, and all of them. In other words, Democrats and Republicans today actually have similar opinions on all of them. So everybody realizes that they are good presidents, and they're all positive into some degree. Okay, not surprising, recent presidents are mostly viewed through whether they're Republican or Democrat, what lens.
Yep.
That's usually the lens that people are looking through now. For example, the Republicans in the poll said that Donald Trump is one of the best presidents they've ever had, behind just Lincoln, Washington, and Ronald Reagan. Most Democrats said he's below average or poor. But Democrats say Barack Obama was one of the best presidents we've ever had, even higher than Lincoln, JFK, and FDR, while Republicans rank him as the worst president, ahead of Joe Biden. The only president both sides are actually down with is Richard Nixon. There we go. If asked about first ladies, today's Democrats and Republicans appreciate Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Oh, picture perfect, beautiful, and everything she wore, classy. Oh, Love that. Rosalind Carter, love that. Barbara Bush and Laura Bush. Very classy, very classy. But more recently, the ratings are more, again, about the wives. Um, Republicans say Melania Trump's efforts and hard work make her the second best first lady they've ever seen. I would say Melania Trump, to me, is the best. I think she's just 10 out of 10. I think she dresses beautifully. I love her. I love her look. I love her vibe. I think she dresses gorgeous. Just one notch below Nancy Reagan. Nancy Reagan always looked put together too. She was always put together. Democrats get the lowest for Melania rating of first ladies. Democrats like Michelle Obama, which Michelle Obama dressed very nice. And it was something a little, I think this was kind of a little different, which I think she looked always beautiful. But I think like she would do some sleeveless, which was kind of not the norm for first ladies. A little bit like, but she had beautiful arms and she wore them beautiful. She wore it beautiful. But I think that was something that a lot of people. So Democrats ranked Michelle Obama as the most impactful first lady, while Republicans say not so much. Let's see here. Then Republicans go even lower with Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden's wife. So, or Jill Biden. Sorry, there it is. So anyway, it's just interesting though.
Yeah.
The first ladies, I think that would be something. You go back and you look at their styles and I love to watch their styles. So it's I think that like you go back to Jacqueline Kennedy. I think that just set the total beautiful vibe.
And history will be bipartisan on how it looks
Later
back
on,
later
it just yes. Well, and I think that right now they're in the now, but maybe later on people won't be so much into that. Maybe they'll just look at the person. Maybe I don't know. So those are just some food for thoughts for President's Day. Also, we need some cherry pie.
That's right. All right.
I can't stop
Now,
thinking about cherry pie. Why did we plant that?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I was
Oh.
not too long ago. I was told.
No more cherry pies, right?
All right.
It's like I'm talking out both sides of my mouth.
I
Don't
know.
you get any more cherry pies? Did you bring home a cherry pie? Did you get a cherry pie?
Probably have to
Well,
make
better
a cherry
yet,
pie.
why am I not baking one, right? Yeah, I
but
can bake a good cherry pie too. All right.
I'll make a pear pie.
Here are some random facts from Monday. Okay, I have not. This is cool. Research. Well, I haven't
Really?
pre-read
That's
this much,
interesting.
but researchers have found that children on farms have a lower risk of allergies and asthma other than children in the same rural areas. It's called the farm effect. That's different, isn't it? And if they have allergies,
Because they're exposed out, they're outside more maybe, and
well, and to
around
all of
different
the
plants
different,
and things.
well, the plants and all of
Animals.
the animals and all of that, I would think, right? Um, I think that that sometimes as children though they do have like the asthma or allergies and sometimes they grow out of them. But that's interesting to think that because you live on a farm that you would have more, you'd be around. So maybe um, I guess you wouldn't be allergic to all of this stuff that some people are.
Well,
Okay.
not only are they around the plants and animals, but they're around the weeds on a farm.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right, going back, we're jumping back
Back to
real quick.
presidents.
Back to President's Day, and then I'll let you do the next one. Then 7 American presidents were born in log cabins. Andrew Jackson, Zachary Taylor, Mildred Fillmore, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Ulysses S. Grant, and James Garfield. There we go. Log cabins are hard as far as like making sure that I think you have to keep them mudded. A lot going on, so you have to really. Of course, they always have usually a big, beautiful fireplace that.
Yeah.
I
Go
would.
back to Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, I would do some mudding to that fireplace.
I remember we watched. It's been a year or so ago, but when they built I don't know if it was the first one that they built, but they were building their house.
Oh yeah.
On the prairie.
Yeah.
And you are related to Abraham Lincoln.
I like that too.
The bacteria populace is kind of makes you want to run take a shower.
That's why I'm letting you read it all.
The bacteria population on your skin is approximately 1 trillion, if not more. And that's even when you think you're zestfully clean.
I know. I was going to say, how much could you scrub off, right?
You need a good scrubby in the shower, right?
Yeah. But you have to change it regularly. You don't want to keep the same one. Yeah. Note to self.
1 out of every 9 Americans has worked at a convenience store. I have not. I don't think
I'm not either.
I
think that you have to really be a very special person. I think, honestly, especially whenever it gets because everybody that usually comes into a convenience store, a lot of people are in a hurry, right? And you're trying to get everybody out the door, but then I love when we travel and we stop at a convenience store or a gas station, and I love whenever after you get done checking out, they say safe travel or drive safe. I mean, I love when they know that you're on that road and they know that you're like hitting it, and I love whenever they kind of give you that blessing over them or over you. I just always feel like that's so sincere whenever that, especially if you work at a convenience store or a gas station that is heavily used for like people that travel through, I guess every one of them would be, but when they give those words, I always think that's so nice.
Now, if I knew they paid Buc-ee's money, that'd be a good job. The manager at Buc-ee's makes like $300,000 a year. Yeah. 250 to 300. Yeah. Pretty good money.
Yeah. And you could have all that good snack, that corn, that popcorn stuff. Yeah, that would be.
That's crack.
That is good. I know that stuff. Yeah, that'd be dangerous.
That is yellow crack cocaine.
That would be dangerous.
Then our last one is that sloths are known for being slow, and so right in line with them being slow, they only go to the bathroom once a week. It says. So.
I feel so enlightened on that. Right? Those are just
it makes sense. Everything else, it probably takes them a week to get to the bathroom.
You think they? Maybe so.
Wasn't there a sloth in Zootopia?
Yes, there was. Absolutely. Yeah. I like a good sloth. Yeah. It's not my favorite, but I do like a good sloth. Yeah.
Oh, we talked about real presidents. Here's fictional TV and movie presidents that are ranked.
Oh, I like that.
I didn't watch the show, but Martin Sheen's number 1 in The West Wing. Michael Douglas in the movie The American President. I don't think we've seen that one either. Now, number 3, one of my favorites, Harrison Ford in Air Force One.
We do like that.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
How many times have we watched that?
50 or 60. Julia Louis-Dreyfus on Veep.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
How many times can you hear Harrison Ford say, "Get off my plane"?
Yeah, I know. You wait for that moment.
Yeah. Kevin Kline in the movie Dave. I don't think I've seen that one either. Dennis Haysbert on 24, which was Kiefer Sutherland was in that show on Fox. Peter Sellers in Doctor Strangelove. Bill Pullman in Independence Day. James Marsden on Paradise. Idris Elba on The House of Dynamite. Billy Bob Thornton in Love Actually. And Billy Bob played the president. Didn't know that. Jeff Bridges in The Contender. Jack Nicholson in Mars Attacks. Didn't know that.
I've not seen a lot of these
movies.
No,
we saw this one. John Travolta in Primary Colors. That was kind of based on Bill Clinton a little bit.
Yeah.
Gina Davis on Commander in Chief, and Morgan Freeman in the asteroid movie called Deep Impact.
What was the movie? Wasn't Channing Tatum? Am I saying it right? Is it Channing Tatum or whatever? When he
president?
No, he was. What was it? Was it called White House Down? Or something?
Yeah.
That was, or when he was protecting the president.
Yeah, there's 2. There was one with I can't think of his name, but he played Phantom of the Opera. He was in one of those movies, and then he was in the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I remember we've seen that. That's not on there. It didn't make the list.
No, did not make. I don't.
Ugh.
No, did not make the cut.
They did not call.
I would personally rather have Harrison Ford as president.
No, Harrison Ford.
Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
He was not going to negotiate with
No.
with terrorists.
And he had those good lines, you know.
Oh, yeah.
He knew the lines, yeah. He understood the assignment.
He did.
All right. So is there anything else on presidents? Are we pretty well good? Okay, because
I don't know.
we have good news. The Kansas City Zoo just welcomed its third baby giraffe. I've never been to the Kansas City Zoo.
We've never been to Kansas. I don't think. We've flown over Kansas.
We saw Kansas in concert.
Yeah, we've seen. Yeah.
We met Kansas.
Yeah.
Actually, got to meet the group. Loved it. Well, so Kansas City Zoo. I do like to go to the different zoos. It's kind of fun. The Kansas City Zoo just welcomed the third baby giraffe in less than 4 months.
Oh.
Her name is Nora. Oh, how cute.
That's cool.
She's
She's pretty.
She's part of the East African that's endangered. She's 6 feet tall right now. She'll eventually be around 15 feet. How cute is she?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? Was it Louisville where they were, or was it? I can't remember. Where was it? They had the camera on the mom, and like everybody was trying to bet or figure out when that baby was going to be born. Was it? I can't remember what zoo it was at. But somebody, I remember it was a big deal when the baby was born. But she's a doll, and good for her, and she seems to be healthy, and she's 6 feet tall right now. So
It shows her standing next to mommy, and she's just about to the top of mommy's legs.
I love that.
They've got a camel face.
They have a cute face. Look at those eyelashes.
I'm sure they're.
Those baby eyelashes
Mm-hmm.
are just those eyelashes are everything. I think she's absolutely beautiful, and I do like to watch. I like to watch whenever they go. Well, actually, usually they have trees where they're like they can reach up, but trying to watch them. Yeah. Mom's got some neck on her, doesn't she? I wonder if that's something that camels look at, or not camels. Sorry, the wrong one. I wonder if giraffes look at other giraffes and wow, she's got a neck on her.
Oh, wow.
I mean, like, right? You know what I mean? Right? Is that something you think is said? Like you might hear overheard?
Don't know.
I don't know. But and I'm sure that like just like with other animals, I'm sure there's like some that have like the shorter neck, the shorter bodies, I don't know, or the longer legs. I don't know. I don't know how they judge a giraffe. I can't even think of that.
Yeah, camels and giraffes are part of the same order.
Well, they look similar. Yeah, their faces. Yeah. All right, so that's cool, and congratulations on her, and she looks perfect, and yay for life, right?
Yeah,
I'm happy about
yeah.
that. All right, a potato farmer in Idaho. Well, that was a cool thing too. There was someone that brought 2 big bags of potatoes for the food bank. I thought that was cool. I have to. Sorry, still on that.
Oh, they had sugar. They had syrup. They had
Cereal.
cereal.
And they got like the good cereal too. I saw the Tony Tiger.
Rice,
I saw
soup, all kinds of stuff.
All right. Okay. A potato farmer in Idaho couldn't sell his entire haul, so he's giving millions of them away at food banks. What a blessing. Kent Sutton posted on social media. He said he had millions of pounds of potatoes available if someone could just cover the shipping. Close to 500,000 pounds were claimed in the first 20 minutes.
I bet.
What a blessing, right? Now, see, I think that's really cool, and I think that anybody that if you have a garden or, like the potato situation, I think it's so nice to give it away. Just give it away. What a blessing, and how wonderful that was for the different food banks. So that's pretty cool. All right, a TV station in Georgia did a big story on a grocery store cashier with special needs named Michael Mastrolio. He worked at the same store for a decade. People love him so much. They line up to wait 30 minutes just to go through his checkout line. Oh, that's cool. His store just did a big fundraiser for Special Olympics, and he single-handedly raised over $30,000 in less than a week. That's a huge amount of money.
Looks like he's giving them all high fives as they go when they go through his line. That's cool.
He said that his manager said it's more than just some of the other stores in the area has ever raised. Which, what a blessing! Isn't that cool?
Yep.
Now that's a cool story. That is a cool story.
They're still good out there. You just gotta.
There's a lot of good out there.
Fight.
No, that's not.
Well,
no,
I mean,
I'm 100%. There's a lot of good out there.
I know, but the stuff that sells a lot is the other stuff. But
well, you hear the negatives because it takes so many positives to outweigh that negative. But there's a lot of positives, and I think we saw that Saturday.
Oh, yeah,
With a lot of
absolutely.
givers and a lot of people that came out, and I appreciate that. And I want to say that we've got another big thing going on. At the end of the month, we're going to be doing Say Yes to the Prom Dress, WSLM. I'm happy, I think it's the 10th year to be doing this, which we love. And if anyone has got any in the closets, got any prom dresses you'd like to donate, I can stop by and pick them up, or we'll meet somewhere, or we'll get you to drop them off. And we'll have the girls come out. If they're going to be going to a high school prom this year, please encourage them to come look at the dresses before they go buy a dress, because we've got beautiful dresses. So anyway, we'll get you all set up for the prom. And anyway, so that's going to be on Sunday the 22nd. And
From noon to 2 o'clock.
At the Salem High School. And I want to thank the Salem High School for allowing me to host the event there. And if you're hearing this, I don't care where you're from. We open it up to all young ladies from going to the prom. So we hope that you'll come and look and see if you can find and say yes to the prom dress. So that's exciting.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, and you don't just have dresses too. You've got some purses, shoes, and some other things.
So it's exciting, yes, for sure.
And many of them have tags on them they've never been worn.
Some of them do. Yeah, they're beautiful. And then, or if they're donated like gently used, I mean, they've not even hardly been.
We've got about a dozen here that we need to put over there. But yeah, you've got a couple weeks if you want to bring some to Becky.
Right. We would love to. We'd love to get them for sure. All right, let's look a little bit of history back in the day. Let's see here. 58 years ago, in 1968, Aretha Franklin Day was declared in Detroit.
That's cool.
Well, now, see, they should be telling that. I love Aretha Franklin. That's pretty cool. Oh, now this is really cool. 58 years ago, we need to celebrate this. In 1968, the first 911 call was made in the United States. That's crazy to think that it's that old, right?
Which we didn't get it here till the 90s.
We didn't even know about it.
Early 90s.
I don't think I knew anything about it. Okay, I'll do this one and then you can do the next one. 57 years ago, in 1969, George Jones and Tammy Wynette were married. She didn't stand by her man. They split up in 1975.
What in the world?
I don't know.
That didn't.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that say. I don't know why this says that. But anyway,
I'd say there was probably a little trouble on both sides of that one. George liked it.
Yeah, I think so, and I think Tammy. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Do you remember though, George telling the story, or his wife, Nancy, his before he passed.
Final wife.
Final wife. Yeah. I don't know how to word that. Said that she would take time to get ready, and they would be getting ready to go somewhere, and she would take time to get ready, and that was very important to her, which I love that, right. And he got tired of waiting on her, and he kind of got, I guess, a little snippy, so she was not fully dressed, but she just got in the car, and he wasn't paying attention, and he got down to the corner, and he looked over, and he realized so then he had to go back, and so she said that he never, after that night, he never rushed her. So remember, that was really it was a cute story to hear her tell it.
Your dad had a story similar to that happened at a dinner out at the golf course, and one of the old gentlemen that had a store here in town, and I don't remember the name.
We wouldn't tell the name anyway. Yeah, but that was different.
No,
because
different.
He just accidentally left her. Yeah. So that was a different.
Yeah,
this was
Bob
different.
And your dad used to tell that.
I think that just goes down to history where men have to wait. Always, there's always that waiting on a woman.
Yes,
and
well,
right?
I better be quiet.
Well, I mean, it takes time.
It does.
All right, go ahead.
36 years ago, in 1990, Ike Turner was sentenced to 4 years in prison on cocaine charges. So not good news for him. You mean it?
Yeah, go ahead.
34 years ago, in 92, the Lakers finally officially retired Magic Johnson's number 32 jersey, although I think I have one that he could use if we got to see Magic out at the Rose Bowl game. Pretty cool. Yeah. Magic became the 5th Laker to receive this honor, joined by Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, master of the skyhook. Since then, they've also retired number 8 and 24 for Kobe Bryant, also number 25 for Gail Goodrich, 34 for Shaquille O'Neal, 42 for James Worthy, and 52 for Jamal Wilkes. 30 years ago today, in 1996, Happy Gilmore came out with Adam Sandler using his hockey stick as a golf club, trying to raise money to save his grandmother's house.
I know. Yeah. That's crazy to think 30 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the movies, I love it. Adam Sandler movies are like the
And
best
of all
the
the things that people remember about that, it's the Bob Barker scene.
I know. That was huge. Well, that was huge, Yeah.
Jeff Gordon, today in 1997, became the youngest winner of the Daytona 500.
Wow. He was only 25.
25 years old.
Woo. That's crazy. Isn't that thing? Think about 25 years old and winning the Daytona 500.
Yeah. In 2011, Trevor Bayne won it, and he was only 20. So, 21 years ago.
Well, hang on. How does that make then? I thought Jeff Gordon became.
Today, in 1997, Jeff won it and was the youngest. But then later on, since then, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if anybody's won it that young since then or not, but just today.
Got it.
21 years ago today, Kid Rock was arrested for punching a DJ at a establishment in an establishment, we'll say, in Nashville. He pleaded no contest, and the guy sued him for a little over $500,000. Don't know if he won or not, but I'd say Bobby's settled down, maybe, hopefully, since then.
Yeah, I think so.
19 years ago.
I can't imagine anybody. Why would you upset him? I mean, I don't know why would a person want to upset him. Go ahead. He's so nice. Okay, he's such a good boy. Go ahead.
Well, 2000. He's mellowed maybe in 21 years. Yeah. 2007, Britney Spears walked into Esther's haircutting studio in Tarzana, California, with a couple of bodyguards and asked for her head to be shaved.
Boy, that was a big deal.
The salon owner refused, and so she shaved it herself. Went to a tattoo parlor, got 2 new tats.
A small pair of red and pink lips on her wrist, and a black and white and pink cross on her lower hip. Okay. Yeah, I remember people really were.
Wonder if she was in sound mind when that happened.
Yeah, that was. I remember that was a big ordeal. And what year was that? That
was 2007.
Yeah, I remember all that. Yeah. I do.
Would she still been like an active singer
yeah,
at that time? Because I don't think she's.
Yeah, I don't think she's
active at this point. Is she?
As much. Still... I think she's still putting out some videos or something. I think from time to time, but I don't know that she's got anything new out. I don't think so. But yeah, but she was. I'm a fan of Britney Spears. I think she's good.
And then 8 years ago, in 2018, Black Panther came out, which was actually a pretty good show. And then they've had a sequel, and I guess he will continue in, or the sister, who is now the Black Panther, will continue in the new Doomsday movie coming out this Christmas.
Yeah, they're really like already showing like some of the behind the scenes. They're really starting to promote that, which I'm happy about. That looks so good. They're gonna have they're gonna be mixing some of the different characters.
Robert Downey Jr. I don't think this is a spoiler, but he was Iron Man, and now he will play
Dr. Doom,
Victor Von Doom, who's a character in the Fantastic Four.
Which some of them are going to be in it. Which I'm excited. I kind of like that. I want to see everybody.
They're coming from different. Well, if you've not got into the multiverse type thing, they're coming from different universes. So it's not everything happening here in our universe, which I think ours is version 626, and so they're all come together for some
thing. Yeah. Well, show their talents.
Yeah.
What can you do? Show your talents. Use them or lose them, right?
Yeah. So in some universes, Becky White might own a Gucci store. and in this universe, she has a radio station.
Okay.
You might have different things going on in our different alternate.
I thought you were going to give me superpowers, though.
Oh, you could be.
I was going to say, I'd like to be able to fly.
Mrs. Incredible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. But I think, I think flying would be pretty cool, you know, and going invisible.
Superwoman.
Yeah, there you go. And I think you know, dealing with of course, I know, you got Thor with the weather. I think that'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, all kinds of fun things, I guess, going on. We'll see.
We'll
Time
see
will
in
tell.
December.
Yeah. All right, we need to get out of here, but let's thank our sponsors this morning.
Yes, we want to thank Totally Baked Sweets. And if I can get a pen, I will get that inscribed on here. MetaView. Oh, we forgot also MetaView Health.
Yeah,
Ben Bowers for commissioner. MetaView Healthcare. Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity. Mama Roses. Fox Perley Wealth Management. Dr. Black's Eye Associates. Springer and Springer Insurance. Sneck Hospital, and Temple and Temple.
Okay, thank you to our great sponsors. Yes, and yes.
We'll have all those here in just a second.
All right, wonderful. Also, don't forget, it won't be till April, but we will be gearing up, getting ready for a political forum.
Yes,
Heard
April
about that right now.
6th. Yep.
County's primary election is coming up on Tuesday, May 5th, and before early voting in April begins, WSLM is hosting its Spring Political Forum on April 6th beginning at 6 p.m. at the Washington County Courthouse Meeting Room. WSLM wants you to hear the contested candidates in their own words. Attorney Alex Uli will be the moderator and will be asking candidates to introduce themselves, and then they will be asked questions about their experience and thoughts on the office they are seeking. The program will air live on WSLM Radio, as well as live streamed on WSLM's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter social media platforms. If you're trying to reach a decision in the 2026 primary election, feel free to go back and listen to hear exactly what your candidate has to say. WSLM is celebrating 73 years of